like that. And I discard 1.
I knew it.
Well, what's the matter?
Chrissy just got word out of the pound. It was Gaffney who laid into you. I'll fix her little red wagon.
B, you mustn't. She's dying to prove that I'm getting special treatment. If not from the screws, at least from you. Now, you know that if you get caught, you've blown any chance you ever had of parole.
Well, then what do you expect me to do?
If we've got proof, we'll go to Mrs. Davidson.
Not if you want to be treated like the other prisoners, you won't.
All right, then, let's drop the whole thing.
No way.
I mean it, B. You are not going to risk your parole because of me. Now, forget it.
You're on our territory now, Meg. You don't give orders anymore.
All right, ladies, that's it for tonight. Wrap it up.
Well, this time tomorrow I'll be back at work. Yeah. And
Not
this time
bad for
next
a
week
beginner.
you'll probably be
Sure
back
you
in
haven't
here.
got a bit?
But not so much time.
Meg, I have a word for you. Move along, B.
Is there something wrong?
Everything's wrong. You think you've got a friend in B. Smith, but you must know by now you can't trust any of these women. And look how they bashed you.
It had nothing to do with B.
I didn't say it did. It's not safe for you in with the other women. If you'd only go to isolation...
Steve, I can't. Look, I'm doing this for principle. And I'm sorry you don't agree with me. Now, you said I was vulnerable. And you're right. If I hadn't have had that single cell, this attack would never have happened on me. Well, from now on, I'm not going to let that situation occur again. I'm going to work.
Work? Where?
Well, in the laundry, print shop, workshop, anywhere. There's safety in numbers.
She's all yours. Just sign the transfer.
Don't wait up for me, Miss Ferguson. I won't be coming back after the trial.
Oh, really, Fields? If I had $1 for every time I've heard a prisoner say that, I'd be a very wealthy woman. Can I help you?
Yes. I'd like to see Meg Morris, please.
Oh, is this a legal visit or are you a relative?
No, it's not.
Well, I'm afraid you can't see her.
You don't understand. I'm Tony Berman from the Halfway House.
I don't care if you're the man in the moon. You can't see her, and that's final.
Are you always as rude as this?
I always obey the rules, if that's what you mean.
Well, then let me see Mrs. Davidson. She'll sort this out.
That's out of the question.
Are you refusing to let me see
out.
her? Then I'd like to see B. Smith.
On what grounds?
I have to arrange for a new supply of toys the women are making. I understand this is a project which has both Mrs. Davidson's and the department's support.
Sign over there.
So you're helping Jude out, eh?
Well, I suppose so. Except at the moment, there's no one to help. What's with the Gestapo agent at the front desk? Was murder getting in here?
Gestapo agent? Oh, that sounds like our beloved Officer Ferguson.
Sort of butch-looking lady.
Yeah, that's her. She'd make a great fool forward.
She nearly bit my head off when I asked to see Mrs. Morris. How's she coping?
Not so good. Oh, she's game enough, but she's finding out a few home truths that most screws don't want to know about. And to make matters worse, one of our prize nitwits beat her up.
Oh, no. I feel kind of responsible after all she did for the Halfway House.
What did she do?
What, you mean she didn't tell you?
Well, I didn't exactly ask.
Oh, she stood up in court and flatly refused to give evidence against Judy. That's why the judge jailed her, for contempt of court. If it wasn't for Meg Morris, Judy would probably be back in here.
Well, what's Jude been up to?
Oh, it was just circumstantial, but it looked really bad.
That is some lady.
Oh, any word on my release time yet, Mr. Faulkner?
It'll be after lunch soon.
Oh, thanks.
Lawson, Dr. Weissman's here to see you.
Huh?
Dr. Weissman, the psychiatrist.
Shrink? I'm not going to see him. You think I'm a nutcase or something?
I don't think anything of the kind. You agreed to undergo treatment and he's here to see you now.
Yeah, well, I've changed my mind. Psychiatrists are for nuts, and I'm not a nut.
Psychiatrists are just doctors, Paddy. Sometimes it helps to talk about your problem.
That's right.
I haven't got any problem, and I'm not talking to no bloody shrink.
G'day. You wouldn't be Neil Murray, would you?
Yes, I am. Have we met?
No, I'm Tony Berman from the Halfway House. I just came to see how Meg Morris was and found she'd been in the wars.
Well, fortunately, it was nothing serious. So she's got a black eye and a few minor contusions, but nothing permanent. Oh, I think she was shaken more than anything.
Oh, thank God for that.
How is it at the house?
Well, right now, we're trying to help young pros. You know, a lot of these kids go on the streets because they've no money and no place to go. At least if we give them a roof over their heads, we've got a fighting chance of keeping them off the game.
Yes, well, I wish you the best of luck, but I think you're fighting a losing battle. Wars are born, not made.
I hope you're wrong.
I doubt it.
Oh, I hope this not late. My stomach's sitting at SOS signals. Hey, that Berman boy's a nice kid.
Tony? Yeah, I don't know him very well, but I like what I see so far.
Real fond of information, too.
B? What are we going to do about Paddy?
I don't see there's anything we can do.
Well, why don't you talk to her?
I'm her cellmate, not her mother. Besides, you think by now she'd realise that she's got a kink in the brain. There is always going to be some bitch like Ferguson around to take advantage of it.
I don't understand. What's Joan got to do with Paddy's problem? Hey, and don't tell me to be lagging.
As a matter of fact, I wasn't going to. After all, it wouldn't be lagging for me to warn a fellow prisoner about a crooked screw, would it?
Go on.
Well, first of all, she bullied Paddy into setting up a book. And then she set her up against me, hoping that I would do my block, bash her, and lose all my chances of parole.
I see.
That's child's play for Ferguson.
Well, why wasn't it reported?
You still haven't woken up about this place, have you? We've complained about prison officers until we're blue in the face. Where does it get us? No one wants to know, so what's the point?
Oh, that poor Paddy. Well, if we don't help her, who's going to?
Oh, all right, come on, let's see if we can sort her out.
Oh, hi. St. Lizzie?
Look, what's this about you refusing to see Wiseman?
Don't you start on me, B. It's none of your business.
Come on, we're only trying to help.
Well, butt out. I don't need any help. None of you understand.
You're not the first person to go and see a shrink, you know. Even I had to go and see him when I lost my memory. No, Wiseman's good. He knows his job.
Well, bully for him. Let him practice on someone else.
Why don't you stop acting like a 5-year-old? There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm warning you, B. Get off my back.
So what's happening here?
Oh, we're just trying to persuade Paddy to go and see Dr. Wiseman.
Oh, now look, Lawson. The department's gone to a lot of trouble to bring Dr. Wiseman out here for your benefit. Now, no one's going to be very impressed if you refuse to see him.
I'm not a nutcase.
Here's something that might help you. I've had a call from St. Anthony's. And that man you attacked, well, he's out of his coma, and he might live after all.
Hey, come on. What's wrong? I mean, the bloke's going to be all right. You didn't want him to die, did you?
Oh, no, I don't know. Why am I crying? I don't know anything anymore.
Hey, do you want to talk about it?
Oh, how can I? I don't even know why I did it. I really like Trev. Trevor Parker, that's his name. We used to go out together. Oh, nothing serious, just movies in the pub, you know.
Well, what happened? Did you have a fight?
No. No, I don't think so. We were at the office party. I think I was a bit pissed, I'm not sure. Anyway, he reckoned it was too crowded and we should find somewhere quiet. So we went into the storeroom. But I didn't like it in there. There were no windows and I couldn't see out. Begged him to open the door, but he thought I was kidding and he wouldn't let me out.
Well, what happened then?
I don't know. Well, no one believes me, but it's true. Next thing I remember, I was in the corridor. They reckon I beat him unconscious, but how could I? I mean, he was miles bigger than me, and